What up? No. Hey guys. This video is just solely my opinion, and this is based off of my personal experience. So I'm not getting paid to do this. I wish I was, but I'm not. I decided to just do this just because I wanted people to know. Because a lot of people ask me like, "How was boot camp? How was boot camp?" I don't remember everything about boot camp because it happened like 9 months ago, and I should have recorded the video then, but that's my bad. But this is what I do remember. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time coming. Long time. Why? Did somebody say why? Because I've been procrastinating. Like, let's just keep it all over 1,000. That's just what it is. Oh, shout out to my sister. This is an old banner. I'm in my room. I'm at home in Atlanta. And I'm on leave right now. This is my old banner from like 2 years ago. I still have it up on my wall. My sister made it say happy birthday. But anyways. So the first thing I would tell you about basic training is to expect the unexpected. You go in there pretty nervous. Some people, because you just don't know what to think. You don't know what's about to happen to you at like every second of the day. So I think that you should definitely take people's advice, but don't go in there with that on the forefront of your mind. Like, oh my God, like I remember such and such said this, that, and third. No. You need to go in there with a positive attitude, knowing that you're going to get through it. Expect them to yell at you. Expect them to cuss at you. That's what they're going to do. I'm telling you that now. The purpose of basic training is to break you down. They try to break you down to build you up. They also want to weed out the weak people. So they're trying to get you to go home. Because if you go home off basic training, then you don't need to be there. Like, you don't need to be here. So the first week you get there, it's called, you're going to be in your P days, which is your processing days. So you'll be going to like to medical and dental. They have to go ahead and do that first. So before they can start like working you out and stuff, they have to know if you're physically fit to do that. So you're going to be like getting shots and stuff like that. You're going to be staying up for a long periods of time with no rest, like 48 hours, no rest. Just be expected to do stuff like that. The first week is the hardest week to get through because that's the toughest week because you're trying to just get acclimated to something totally different. This thing is going to throw you off your whole life. Like your whole life you've been doing something, but you get to boot camp, you do something totally different. So it's completely different. It's supposed to throw you off. You're supposed to be exhausted. That's what it's supposed to do. So it's doing its job. So another thing that people had questions about, and also I was trying to figure out before I went to boot camp, but how I should do my hair. Like right now I have like nails and I have hair that's out of regulations, but I'm on leave. So I was like, what am I going to do with my hair? Don't worry, sis, I got you. I went to the braid shop and I got some braids. Like I got straight backs with the Kanekalon hair. And I had gotten it like kind of long so that I could put it in a bun because I wasn't about to play. Like, so I had my braids in for 2 months basically. I took my hair out like either the last week of boot camp or like the last 2 weeks of boot camp. They're having those braids in boot camp with you doing the swimming and all of that was the best thing ever, like ever. And like all I had to do was put some grease in my scalp, like I oiled it or whatever. And tied, I put that do-rag on. I was do-rag shawty. And put my bonnet on my head, girl, what? Easy. Just straight like that. Real easy, real simple, very low maintenance. Oh, another thing. Speaking of hair in boot camp, they don't have a lot of products for African American women. I'm just going to throw that out there. So if you can, like, bring some of your products here, but they give you, like, a little space to put all your stuff in. Like, it's probably, like, about as big as a shoebox. Like, it was so much drama. Even though I personally almost got into a couple fights because people will try you, but you have to remind yourself that you're not here for all of that. Like, you just trying to graduate. And that's what these girls wasn't understanding. Like, we all are here for a common reason. Why can't we just all come together for these 2 months so we can get out of here? It was a lot of drama in my division with the RPOC, who was the person in charge. Like, she was a recruit just like all of us, but they put her in charge of everybody. She thought she was the like she thought she was better than everybody. She was very stuck up, and then nobody liked her. Like, me and her used to go out all the time. Like, it was major beef. It was major beef between like me and her and everybody else. Then nobody liked her. We had a whole bunch of fake ass powwows about it, where everybody would sit around in a circle and we would all like tell each other what we didn't like. It was so fake. Like, the biggest thing with me is everybody always had stuff to say about each other behind their back, but when it was time to bring it up, then nobody would say nothing. It was just me, and it was a couple other people that were just speaking up. I hated her, like, the whole boot camp. Like, nobody liked her. She thought that we were supposed to worship the ground she walked on, and she had a rude awakening when she met me, because I ain't with none of that. Our RPOC was flirting with somebody else in the division who was married. Like, you messing with a married man, sis. Like, you don't supposed to mess with no married man. She was lying like she wasn't doing it. I don't talk to him. Yes, you do, sis. We know. Like, at TAPS, which is when we go to sleep, it was so many fights, man. It was so many fights that happened at TAPS. Like, people be trying to go to sleep. I'll be up watching the fights. Be like, what's going on now? Like, sipping my tea with my pinky up because I'm classy. It was too much drama. Like, it was funny. It was folks bucking on people. It was folks holding people back. Like, nah, it ain't worth it. Aside from all the messy, bad parts of boot camp, I made some good friends that I considered family in boot camp. Like, because you around these girls for 2 months, you can't call your mama, you can't call your baby daddy. Like, you gotta lean on the people next to you. Like, besides God, just people around you. We became really, really close with some of the females there. Shout out to Reed. Shout out to Ozzy. Shout out to Alvarez. Like, those are my girls. Like, I love them. And I still communicate with them to this day. I personally dealt with racism in boot camp from a chief that was in my brother division. And he was racist, like, straight up. Like, I'm just gonna say that. He was racist, and he did not like black people, and that's just what it was. And I had to deal with it, because I was like, I can't get sent home, or I can't go home over something so small right now. Like, I just felt like it was bigger. Like, what graduating was bigger than him being racist. Like, I couldn't let him hold me back. So I had to just get over that. Your RDCs, which is your, like, a drill sergeant, those are the people that are over you. They appoint you jobs. Me, I wasn't stressing to get a job. My job in boot camp was trying to lay low. Like, that's when I was trying to just lay low and stay under the radar. But I ended up getting a job. One of my RDCs told me that I was going to be section leader number 1. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to be section leader number 1. But basically what my job was to make sure, like, my whole section was fine. Like, we had inspections and stuff like that, so I had to make sure all their stuff was, like, folded properly, everything looked neat. And also, like, when we were marching, I was section leader number 1, so I had a certain spot, and wherever I stood, everybody else based their spot off of me. And also, like, in graduation, like, that was a big deal. People, when they were getting jobs, like, they gave us like, little collar devices that we put on. So people with the collar devices, they thought they got power hungry. Like, they was just doing the most, like, thinking that they were better than people. Like, oh, I got a position. Like, girl, I got a position too. Like, we're all on the same level, sis. You need to pipe down. And they used to start treating, like, the people without positions like they wasn't nothing. And I don't like that, because we're all equal. We all trying to graduate boot camp. This not gonna get us no money. Like, y'all need to chill. Like, y'all need to chill out. You clean a lot in boot camp. Like, clean. Like, everything had to look like nobody was there. Like, the bathroom, what they call the head, spotless. Like, even on a ship, it has to be clean. Like, even at A school, we had room inspections. Like, you couldn't leave no pubic hair in the tub. Like, that's a hit. Like, you will fail. Yep, they didn't play about that. So if you don't like cleaning, you don't need to join, because you're going to be cleaning for the rest of your Navy career. No matter what job you have, you're going to clean. That I feel like that people need to understand is that you have to be patient and you have to have discipline and self-control, because you'll need those three things to make it through. You have to be disciplined enough to study, make sure you get your stuff done on time. Just make sure that you do what you're supposed to do and do the best that you can do. Be patient. Like, boot camp is only 2 months, but it's like the longest 2 months of your life. Like, you'll be there forever. Like, you feel like you're gonna be there forever, but you're not. Like, you have to learn self-control, because you can't let anybody dictate your actions. My mama always said that people who anger you control you, and that's true. Like, seriously. So don't let nobody get you off, because you're there on a mission to graduate and start your career and your journey in life. The key thing is, it's not about you. It's about everybody. There is no I in team. Once you join the military, it's no longer about you. It's about everybody. So if you mess up, the whole team get dropped. Like, you make one mistake out there in the fleet, you can get somebody killed, like, straight up. And that's what they teach a lot. They try to preach that a lot. It's a lot of PT, physical training. You get dropped a lot, or what they call beat or dropped. Is when they work you out. Like, you do a lot of 10 counts. Like, 10 counts are like equivalent to mountain climbers. We did those like every day. It's a lot of, we had to do like scissors, like with the legs, with like our heavy boots on, like in our full uniform, boots, scissors, and hold it 6 inches. Hold it. And boots. Boy, I lost like 15 pounds in boot camp. Alright, you have to jump off a tower, swim to the end, do the prone float, and do the dead man float with the coveralls. A lot of people don't pass the swim. They get ASMO back for it, which means they'll push your graduation date back. Don't do that. I recommend that you know how to swim before you get in. They do teach you how to swim, so don't completely stress like, oh my god, I can't join the Navy because I don't know how to swim. Because a lot of people didn't know how to. And they just had to go to the swim. They have swim classes and instructors that are trained to teach you how to swim. So don't worry about that. But the only thing that is about that is, you will miss out on training. Like, they might be, like, that day, the whole division might be doing like a pistol training or something like that, where you have to learn how to use the weapon. If you're at swim class and you miss how to use the weapon and you mess up on the weapons inspection, then that's not good. So that's the only thing about the training, is it takes away from your day-to-day. The training takes away from like other stuff that you have to do throughout the day. We did the gas chamber. That was not fun for me. It wasn't. At first, I was like so like hyped up. I was like, yeah, gas chamber, I got it. That's nothing. I got this in the bag. Y'all are just over here doing them. Y'all so dramatic. Man, it was time for me to go. And they said mask up, cups up. And I put my mask up. And you put your hand out here so you can catch whatever is coming. Everything came out my nose, my mouth. I was like, sis. I was throwing up. I was crying, like, because your eyes just are automatically watering. I couldn't see. I was like, oh, where do I go? Like a blind man. I was looking crazy. It was cool, though. It was cool. Fighting fires was probably one of the most fun things. You had to dress up in, like, the suit with the everything on your back, so that was cool. Another thing that I didn't know was I could bring makeup. I like makeup, dude. And they were like, you can't bring your makeup. Like, you can't wear makeup in boot camp, period. You can only wear makeup 2 times. That's for picture day, for your graduation pictures, and that's the actual day of graduation. That's the only 2 times you can wear makeup. This dumb girl, actually she was sneaking and putting on makeup in boot camp, and she got dropped for it. Like, girl, why are you sneaking and putting on makeup? Like, why? Just stupid. You can't put on makeup. You're not there for all that. You're supposed to be there specifically to get your training and be out the door.
Yes.
So, anyways, you can bring your makeup. Like, just don't bring a lot. Like, bring, like, some foundation, maybe, like, some concealer and some lip gloss and some do your eyebrows and something like that. But bring your makeup, girl, because you're going to need it for your pictures. Because I was looking raggedy on my pictures. Don't go to medical, because they're at medical and boot camp. They're looking for a way to separate you. Like, if you have shin splints, just, like, I'm not saying if you injure yourself, don't go, because if you really need to go, you need to go. But if you don't have to go, don't go, because I'm telling you, though, like, medical is set up to look for people to separate, because it's already too many people in the military. They don't need you. Like, the biggest thing for me was the PRT, which is the physical readiness test. And it's a test that you're going to have to take twice a year throughout your whole Navy career. And it's basically like you have to do a certain amount of sit-ups, certain amount of push-ups, and do a 1.5 mile run in like so much time. The only thing that I struggled with was running that mile, because I was overweight. I was out of shape. Like, I'm still low-key out of shape too. And, like, I couldn't breathe. I was like, that was that. Make sure you try to get as physically fit as you can, because they will separate you, or you will get your graduation date pushed back because you don't pass the test. Like, it almost happened to me. Like, you better pass that test. I definitely want to thank you guys for continuing to support me and watch my channel. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. If you have anything that you want me to discuss, any topics, any questions I didn't answer, just hit me up, girl. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, honey. Hit me up. I will definitely answer anything. I want to talk to y'all. Also, I'm wearing this Falcons Fila shirt that was designed by my friend Smiley. His page is at Well Savvy. I will definitely leave a link, so make sure you shop with him. It's a black-owned business. He's a clothing designer, so definitely do that. And always like, comment, subscribe for my videos. And thanks for watching. See you next time.